I have this insight around helping businesses leverage AI content to go viral and then leveraging AI setters to essentially convert these leads into appointments. So the whole idea is for us to essentially be able to bridge the gap for businesses. The traditional way is they have to spend a lot of money on ads to get leads, then to get, turn those leads into appointments and get those leads to trust them. And most businesses can't afford to advertise. Most businesses don't have the skills to advertise. Most businesses don't have the skills to convert attention into money. So how can we do it for them? Specifically for aesthetic clinics. The reason why we chose this industry here specifically is because to create content for them is a lot easier. It's kind of like a visual business. So it's going to work a lot better. And their LTV is also pretty good. So my team built me a sub account on Go High Level because I want to deploy the actual biz. Perfect. So today I'm going to go more so on the back end, on the system side, deploy the emails, the nurturing, the funnel, all that good stuff. Now, keep in mind, I've never done this in my life. My team normally does all of this. We have integrators. I'm going to come in here, look at all these flows and fill all of them up so that as leads come in, these are the notifications for let's say to connect them with the platform like Discord as leads come in. These are going to be the email that I'm going to have to change and edit. Marketing lead workflow pipeline automation. This is the tagging automations. The websites are onboarding A2P, pre-call homework VSL, homework funnel, VSL variation, VSL page, A2P. I'm just getting familiar with the funnel automation, marketing, AI, reputation, snapshot. Okay. All right, we're good. Let me just go back to this here. I'll show you guys. In business, you have multiple layers of fulfillment. You have agency. Actually, to be honest, you start here, which is you're a freelancer, an employee. That's stage one. No leverage whatsoever. You're trading time for money. Agency, you're trading other people's time. The third layer is, I guess, info, self, done with you. And, this could show up as consulting. This could show up as coaching, or this could show up as a course. Then the last part is software. What really software is, it's essentially merging kind of like, well, before software wasn't really this here. Before, what software was deterministic. So you really only use it almost like an infrastructure layer. So you can kind of like think of it as an active campaign. So I spend on active campaign around $2,000 per month, and all they're really giving me is send emails. It's a platform that helps me send emails. It's not actually doing anything for me. It just facilitates sending stuff to people, but it's not actually deciding what do I send to those people. It's not deciding how I should send it to people. What is the best way? I still need that knowledge to be able to get the most out of this platform. It works the same way with GHL. Like this reason why I spend so much time trying to open Go High Level is because I have Go High Level, but I don't have all the knowledge in the world to know how to architecture and move around. I'm not a systems integrator, right? So I still need an integrator to be able to leverage this, right? These deterministic systems are more so like operating systems that don't actually operate for you. You just operate on top of them. Now, what's AI software though has done is that it has taken the agency feature, which is do something for people. What these people are doing with their time is that they're doing something for you. Course is do it yourself or in coaching or whatever. The beauty of AI software is that it has taken the concept of two main insights. With AI softwares is you get the intelligence. I'm going to call it, you get the playbook, the how, and you also get the who. So it's essentially combining these two models in one thing. Now, just because you combine these two things doesn't mean you automatically make money. It's not like if you build a software, people are just going to show up and give you money. It's not how the world works. The people who make money are not the people with the best product. All this software, going from unleveraged selling your time to building an agency where you're selling other people's time to maybe productizing your knowledge and service into a course, a coaching program, or a product, all it's doing is really solving every single, the more you go up here, all it's doing is solving the one variable out of business, which is fulfillment leverage. It's the only variable that this solves. But in business, it's not just about fulfillment. It's about market, price. You need this to solve decisions around which market you go after, what offer you push, and after that the price, which is dictated by the offer and the market, also gives you leverage. Okay, the other thing is how do you get attention? So you can let's call this about around acquisition leverage. How do you get clients? That's another lever. To be honest, I think I would segment them separately. I would call them market leverage. Then I would go price and offer leverage, or I could just call it price. To be honest, doesn't really matter. And then acquisition leverage. So you pick the right market, you pick the right price, where you get literally paid to acquire clients, and then the way you acquire clients, and then you multiply with fulfillment leverage. Holy shit. You can think of every single layer is a score of 1 to 10. How good is the market you're currently selling in? How good is your pricing leverage? Are you a premium or are you commoditized? How do you acquire clients? Also a score out of 10. And then fulfillment leverage is everything. And you guys can essentially think that for every single business decision you make, you have to ask yourself, for acquisition leverage, am I in the freelancer way of acquiring clients, or am I in the most leveraged way of acquiring clients? For the pricing, are you pricing for your time? Are you pricing based on your team's time? Are you pricing based on a system, on a product? Or are you pricing based on a reoccurring model? And then you can go, it's like a thought exercise you can do over and over again. Anyway, this is something that we always do when we're launching a lot of these offers. And if you guys haven't joined my masterclass on this, I'll show you guys. I go over for literally like how to win the AI race. And I go over like 200-page doc around this, which is, I'll show you guys the core levers. I go over these 5 core principles. And if you guys have not yet joined, does this make sense? Like, this is not going to make you money. If you already have solved these here, yes, this is going to make you the most amount of money, because it literally removes all constraints from your business. All right. Hey, so I'm going to give you a new offer. I just want you to paste it in the editor. Okay. I want to update the editor with this new offer. Okay. So I actually want to focus on med spas and aesthetic clinics only. So if you can update the offer and remove the hair restoration clinics and body sculpt centers, I'm just going to focus on one market. Hey, so I want to create a post-booking opt-in sequence for leads that will be applying and booking a call for this offer. And I want 5 different sequences based on the main bottlenecks that these people face, and as well as what the future state could look like. So essentially, I want you to divide, not necessarily even talk about the mechanisms within the offer, but just talk about their current pain points and the potential new reality post leveraging the system that we would want to be selling them and integrating their businesses. Hi, prospect name. When you look at the top 1% of clinics online, it can feel like they have a secret formula. They seem to go viral effortlessly while you're struggling to get a few hundred views. Here's the secret. They aren't filming more. They've built an infrastructure that makes their content work harder. The difference between content that flops and content that compounds is architecture. It's about moving from random posting to precision posting, a system that analyzes what's working, adapts instantly, and ensures every piece of content builds on the last. This is how you stop chasing trends and start owning attention in your city. Our upcoming call will show you the exact blueprint of this content architecture. It's key to trading your content hustle for content leverage. Don't miss the session that reveals the 1% secret. We reserved, boom, boom, boom. This is the most important 45 minutes you'll spend on your clinic growth this month. Okay. Let's be honest, you're exhausted. You or your team spending hours filming, editing, posting content that feels like shouting into the void. You know how you need to be visible, but the content treadmill is draining your time and energy and budget. You're putting in the effort, but the results, the viral reach, the consistent booking just aren't there. We want to validate that feeling. It's not your fault. The problem isn't your effort, it's the architecture of your content strategy. Imagine we're a world where your content is created automatically, posted daily with precision, and actually drives appointments, all without you lifting a finger to film. This isn't the freedom we're going to map out on your call. Okay, cool. Just a quick reminder, your strategy session is in 48 hours. In this session, we're going to talk about what to post. We're going to talk about how to install the system that posts for you. These emails aren't bad, to be honest. Yeah, please work on this second sequence. And before you update them in the editor, let me just validate them. Is your calendar a roller coaster? Let's talk about the stress of the feast or famine cycle. 1 month, your calendar is packed thanks to a big ad spend or successful influencer campaign. The next month, you're scrambling, watching your revenue dip because you're back to paying for attention that disappears the moment you stop paying. This roller coaster is exhausting, and it makes planning impossible and keeps you trapped in a cycle of renting attention instead of owning it. You deserve a system that delivers consistent, predictable bookings week after week, without the anxiety of ad budgets or influencer drama. On our upcoming call, we're going to show you how the blueprint of lead flow is 100% owned by your clinic, giving you the stability you've been missing. The top 1% have figured out the difference between paying for attention. Okay, I see. I guess it's multiple different angles that I could choose. I don't know which one I like more. Quick question. Could you potentially combine the first angle and the second one? Because I guess you're giving me 3 emails from each angle, correct? But I actually want you to merge both angles in one and just give me 5 sequences for this funnel. Here is the offer breakdown. Let me see the sales script. Hey, name, thanks for jumping on. This is Serge from clientacquisition.io. I know you booked this call to talk about how the top 1% of med spas are filling their calendars without filming or ads. Does that still sound good? Awesome. I have about 20 minutes blocked out. My goal, simple. Understand where you're at with your current marketing, see if the clinic growth engine is a fit. And if it is, show exactly how we install it. If it's not a fit, I'll point you in the right direction. Sound fair? Yep. What could throw you off? Just tell me the price. Totally fair. The investment depends entirely on your current setup and goals. I promise I will get to that, but I'd hate to give you a number that doesn't match your needs. Mind if I ask you a couple questions first? I like that. I like this one. Yeah, because the biggest issue on sales calls, especially if you're selling to a lot of people who aren't necessarily super consistent online and getting on a lot of sales calls, is they'll kind of like want to control the sales call and just try to make you like they'll try to control the frame, which is stupid. So you got to make it clear that like, hey, chill out. I'm the one selling you here. Okay, you don't control anything. I'm the captain now. Discovery and situation. Gather facts and identify the old world bottlenecks. Focus on the effort and time that they're currently spending, which builds the foundation of the gap creation. Yes, sir. You, great to start. Tell me a bit about your clinic. What's the primary service you're focused on right now? And what does your current marketing look like? And when it comes to content, who is currently responsible for that? Is it you, team member, or external agency? Got it. And on average, how many hours a week would you say is spent on content creation, filming, editing, and posting? When you look at your calendar, what percentage of your clients are coming in from organic social media right now versus paid ads or referrals? If you had to pick one thing that is the biggest headache in your marketing right now, the thing that makes you feel like you're spinning wheels, what would it be? These questions force prospects to put a number on their time, effort, and lack of results. Reframe their problem, make them realize their current strategy is flawed and the solution is better architecture and more, not more effort. Okay, I appreciate you walking me through that. And honestly, what you're describing is exactly what we see with 99% of med spas. You're putting in the effort, but you're still invisible. Does that feel accurate? Yes, it does. Okay. The core insight we found is the old playbook is broken. Posting more content, hiring influencers, spending more money on ads is just paying to rent attention. It leads to content fatigue or feast or famine bookings. The top 1% of clinics, the ones who seem effortlessly going viral or fairly calendar, they don't have better content. They have a better architecture. They own a self-growing marketing engine that automates attention, trust, and appointments. Right now, you're focused on effort of marketing. We focus on installing the leverage. If we could install the system that automatically creates and posts content that positions you as the number one or third in your city, and then AI assistant handles all the follow-up and booking 24/7, what would that change for your team and your schedule? Okay, I like that. That's not bad. Briefly introduce the system and focus on the 2-3 mechanism that directly solve the pain points you just mentioned. Cool. That's exactly what the clinic engine is built to do. It's not another agency. It's your clinic's growth infrastructure. It replaces manual work. Okay. For example, you mentioned content fatigue. We solve that with theme page engine. We build your cinematic content happen posts automatically created, published based on what's trending in your niche. You go from invisible to omnipresent. Okay. And you mentioned follow-up chaos. That's handled by an AI conversion layer. Every comment, DM, or click feeds into an intelligent assistant that answers FAQs, nurtures trust, and books consultations 24/7. No human follow-up required. The bottom line is we install the full system. If you don't get 20 qualified appointments in 60 days, we will build and post for free until you do. We take on the risk. How does this AI create content? That's a great question. It's a secret sauce. It's a proprietary process that analyzes your best results and matches them to viral trends. It's too technical to cover here, but that's exactly what we dive into on the next call. Interesting. Okay, let me see what this thing that built. Based on everything you've shared, I'm probably going to install for you. The next there is a 30-minute strategy session where we map out the exact architecture for your clinic and show you the content theme we'd use. I have 11. Perfect. I'm sending the invite. Just so you know, we only take 3 clinic. Okay, nice. Okay, I like that. We can guarantee we have 1 spot left for this month. So if you're serious about moving forward, the strategy session is time to decide. Should I include you or anyone else? I don't mind a 2-call close process or a 2-step sales call. And I actually don't mind it. I guess I don't mind it. Because I could see how a lot of these leads may not necessarily want to buy or commit right away. But if you just get them to book a second call, you're spending more time with them, so they might actually be more warm nurtured. and they might feel like you're not just trying to sell them, right? So okay, so from what I can see, you essentially put together a almost like a discovery call, and then you're scheduling in a strategy session, which is where we would actually be selling them. Okay, so what I would like then is, can you build the actual strategy session script? We want to make sure that also, one of the things that I personally like is to try to get more specific data on a sales call about the business. Majority of them don't even know their numbers, but it would be good if even in the discovery process, before we try to work on the strategy session, I want to have a script where that includes collecting actual true data. Like, hey, how many leads are you getting? How many times are you posting? How many views are you getting on average? How many hours are you spending shooting yourself, or do you have an agency? How much money are you paying the agency? And how many leads? How many of those leads turn into appointments? And on average, what is the conversion rate? What is the quality of the leads? Can you update that within the current frame of the first discovery call? And then I'm going to use that data to essentially pitch that, hey, on the next strategy session, I'm going to use this data to prepare the impact of having our system in your business, what it would have. Yeah, essentially give update this discovery script with a more data driven process. Of course, we don't necessarily want to make them not be emotionally invested, but I still need that data for leverage. Hey, so I'm about to give you the actual workflow of the experience we want to provide to prospects as they opt in. And I want you to create every single asset for each email or SMS that has a slot. You're going to see when it should be sent, if it's SMS, which workflows, and the different conditions. And I just want you to essentially give me the each asset for every slot. Thank you. So here it is. This is fantastic. High leverage workflow Serge. It perfectly blends automation with human touchpoint, which is key for high value offers. I will now create the specific assets, subject lines, body copy for every slot in your workflow. Nice. Hey, just sent a quick email about your clinic's content strategy. Did you get it? Contact replied, A7, A5, path A. Hey, so I'm going to give you a pre-booking workflow sequence. I just want you to take it in and then just script it out, every single email and every single angle. And then once you're done, please add this to the editor. Thank you. Here it is. If you believe that going viral requires endless slimming, hiring expensive influencers, or chasing every new trend, you're playing the wrong game. Top clinics have realized that their growth shouldn't depend on people in the hustle. It should depend on leverage. They've stopped filming, they've stopped hiring influencers, and they still fill their calendar every week. They own a system that controls attention and appointments. We call it the theme page engine. Cinematic content hub. Haha, nice. By the way, I haven't shown you guys. I want to show you guys this one, but I have to stop sharing my screen first to show you guys this little thing. One of our clients just literally launched a theme page, and I want to show you guys this. He launched it 5 days ago, because I think some of you guys may not understand why I'm doing this, but I'm literally putting you guys on game on some of the greatest companies to build in the era of AI, because you have to adapt, right? Like in era of AI, if you're not cooking and building something where you leverage AI for an advantage, you're not going to get there, right? So I'll show you guys this. So this client is spending money on ads and he's selling. I feel like if I give you guys the context, you guys are going to know. But this is exactly what I'm trying to talk about, right? What I'm trying to sell. I'm trying to sell to businesses this idea of building these pages like this. And all of it is AI gen. The voice is AI. The content is AI. And then you just get free distribution on short form, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And then you essentially go sell, you create a a CTA where you collect leads from these theme pages, and then but you rent it out to these. So the businesses pay you for you to create and manage their theme page, and you also add appointment setting AI agents behind them, and then you just create content with AI, and you post it every day. These businesses pay you $5,000 a month, even $10,000 a month, because they're going to spend that on ads anyway, right? If you told me, hey, give me $5,000 a month, I'm going to post 100 pieces of content every month. If one of them just goes viral and gets you, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 views, and you end up getting 500 leads, 10,000 or 1,000 leads, then you've paid off your marketing costs. But what's beautiful is that this is an asset. Paid ads, you stop paying money, everything goes back down the drain, right? So that's why I'm kind of like trying to solve this problem here. So clients are already cooking, which is really sick to see. All right. Anybody else sees the vision, or is it just me? Hey, please update the editor with the sequences above. I want to see them in there. So let's see the new script, sales script discovery. All right, setter guidance. So this is kind of like a setter script, I guess is fine. Can you update the script in the editor with this new improved discovery question? So it updated here. Hey, just a boom. I know you booked a call this to talk about the 1%. On average, how many hours do you spend a week in content creation? Ad agency spend. If you're running ads or using an agency, what's approximately the monthly budget you're allocating to that? Now let's talk at the current results. Roughly, how many pieces of content are you posting per week? If you look at your last 10 posts, okay, nice. And also you describing, okay, perfect. Cool. Yes, please. Let's work on the strategy session, the closing call. What I'd like for it to talk about is leverage the previous data and then show the current cost, what it is costing them and the impact it's having on them. And then I want to show them how essentially our engine works and what it would save them and the potential of it, second, third order benefits of it. And then we want to essentially just give the offer, handle objections, but we need to try to get them to make the decision to actually pivot. And one of the most important thing from some of the data we have is that a lot of these businesses don't really speak the language, or they're not like sophisticated. So the actual wording and the words we use to communicate to them what the system or the engine actually is has to be in a way that they clearly understand it. Because I was reviewing a sales call from one of our clients in a market where one of the issue was that the prospect wasn't sure what they were buying. In this case, I want a script that essentially clarifies that and where everybody understands everything and they see the value. And lastly, we need to have a current price, an incentive-based price. And I want 10 common objections that we would face in this offer. And I want you to tell me how to overcome them in real time. Oh my goodness. So what I'm working on right now is really simple. I'm just trying to put together the lead. So this is kind of like how it looks like. I'll show you. There's really 4 steps to launching an offer. You need just to put the offer, the sales asset, blah, 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 whatever. You need the systems on the back end, the workflow, the calendars, all the stuff here, which is already in the snapshot on GHL. But what I'm trying to do is I'm working on the lead flow and the appointments flow, even the sales, the deal flow process, right? I'm trying to build all the assets needed at each of these sequences here, these stages of the funnel, so that leads are warmed up, people can book calls, and when they book calls, I know how to sell them, so can actually start cash collecting a little bit of money, right? If you think that going from idea to income is easy and get strangers giving you $8,000, 7.5K, making 160K in new revenue in a single month can be done without like the boring work that I'm doing right now, then you are confused. So that's what I'm doing for those who haven't been keeping up with what I've been doing. So let's look at the script. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it. So this is the first call, right? We're just going to gather data about the business, and then we're going to do a tool call close where we're going to use this data to then schedule a second call, make sure that we can actually end up converting them on this second call. So start with high energy, reestablish rapport, and immediately validate the data they shared on the previous call. This confirms you did your homework and sets a professional, data-driven tone. Yes, sir. Hey, thanks for making the time. I'm excited about this. As promised, I took the numbers you shared with, I guess this would be the same person. So with me yesterday or 2 days ago, and built out a custom analysis. My goal today is simple. Show you the exact architecture we'd install, walk you through the ROI, and if it makes sense, we'll talk about what it takes to get started. Sounds good? Great. Just confirm you mentioned you're currently spending around boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Let's dive into the numbers. This is the plain amplification stage. Use the data that they gave you to calculate true cost of staying stuck. Keep the language simple and focus on emotional cost, time, frustration alongside the financial cost. Based on the data you shared, we need to look at true cost of the old playbook. First, the cost of effort. You told us you spend 20 hours. Hey, one thing that I think would be even better is I want you to fill in all the gaps. What I mean by that is for every question that I ask, give an actual answer that they would give and fill up the metrics with, just assume numbers that they would share. And I want to actually see the numbers of if this was a proper sales call. So don't just leave gaps for me to fill up. I want you to actually give me a proper use case for a specific business. Send me the whole sales script again with that in mind. And at each stage, explain why. So to help you guys see kind of like things a bit more clear, I'm actually going to get it to fill in the gaps. So that way it's easier. Hey, Serge, when it comes to picking the niche, you personally prefer which info guys or local businesses that carry real money? Pick any niche, bro. It doesn't matter. If you're a beginner, no niche is going to save you. Whether that be local businesses, online businesses, you're still going to be competent if you expect to make money. You're not going to become a millionaire by trying to go the easy route. The goal is how can you be so good that it's inevitable for you not to get paid for what you do, right? Anyway, so this is going to be an example of a business, Serenity Aesthetics, Dr. Emily. She does injectables and laser treatments, 10 hours, owner, receptionist, filming, posting. They spend around $1,500 a month on low performing ads. The receptionist gets paid $25 an hour. Posting volume is 7 to 10 pieces, I guess, a week. Average reach is 500 to 800 views. 30 leads, 10% convert. That's 3 appointments. Lead quality is 5 out of 10. Average client value. Oh, I like this. Hey, Dr. Carter, thanks for jumping on. This is, boom. I know you booked a call to talk about the 1%. The closer call. Okay, it gave me everything at once. Perfect. Let's go through it. Can you add all the above in the editor? I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, right. Perfect. So the reason why, by the way, I'm building all of this is because we're building snapshots of these businesses that we're validating, and I'm just going to give it to clients, maybe improve their current process for how they're selling to these businesses. So if you're a client seeing this and you like what I'm putting together, just end up messaging me and then I'll give you the snapshot. I think I already have it anyway. It's this one here. So everything I'm building, you can buy or you can get. All right, let's keep going. This is kind of like the process where they're giving the data here, which is this here. I guess you would pull this data from the first setter questions here, or at least the first call. I appreciate you walking me through, Dr. Carter. And honestly, what you're describing is 500 views and losing 90% of your leads. Does that feel accurate? Yes, it does. It's incredibly frustrating. The core insight we found is that the old playbook is broken. Posting more content, hiring influencers, it leads to content fatigue. The top 1% of clinics, the one who seem to effortlessly go viral and fill their calendar, they don't have better content. They have better architecture. They own a self-growing blah, blah, boom. If it would be life-changing, I could focus on my clients. Nice. More directly, next step. Based on everything you've shared, I'm confident I can install this for you and get you to that 1% clinic status. The next step is a 30-minute strategy session where we map out exactly the architecture. I have time tomorrow at 11. Let's do Thursday, 2 p.m. Nice. Perfect. I'm sending you the invite. Should I include anyone else on the invite? Or are you the main decision maker? Okay, beautiful. Okay, now let's look at the sales process. Hey, thanks for making the time. I'm excited about this. As promised, I took the numbers. Boom. Sounds great. Great. Just to confirm, you mentioned you're currently spending around 10 hours per week, okay? Per month. That's crazy. Is that even true? Anyway, use the data. So first, the cost of effort. You told us you work in 10 hours. If you value your time at a conservative, that's $400 an hour. That's $4K a month in time and effort. Add your $1,500 ad spend, and you're paying $5,500 rent, attention, and chase leads. Second, the cost of lost leads. You're getting 30 leads per month, but only 30% are converting. That's 25/7 high intent falling through the cracks. Okay. Introducing the leverage infrastructure. The reason you're stuck isn't lack of effort, is lack of architecture. The top 1% own a self-growing engine that we install in Serenade Aesthetics. Okay, think of it like this: you're currently bringing 5. We install geothermal power plant that runs 24/7. Our system replaces your bottlenecks. It has 3 main jobs. Automate attention. You stop spending 10 hours per week. We build and run your cinematic content hub that positions as the number one authority. You stop losing 27 leads a month or handles all the DMs. Okay. Let's look at the ROI. We guarantee 20 qualified bookings. Your average client, if we deliver 20 bookings and you close 50, that's 12K new business in 2 months. Systems pay for itself. To get that guaranteed result, we need to install the full engine, the growth system, to invest, and then $1,500 a month. By the way, don't worry about these numbers. Of course, when you're selling, you need to make them a little bit better. And the goal isn't to get 20 appointments in 60 days. The goal is to probably get like 20 appointments actually that show up in a month minimum, right? It's to try to get them an extra 12, 20K, 30K a month, 50K a month in the first 60 days. But I'm just looking, try to see how it converts it. As we mentioned, we only take 3 clients per month, and we're sure we can deliver on that guarantee. We have 1 spot left for this month. If you commit to the growth system today, we waive the first month retainer. That's $1,500, and you only pay $7,500 setup fee. And your first retainer payment isn't due until 30 days from now. Okay, let's see what the objections. I need to think about the $7,500 setup fee. I respect that. It's a significant investment. You're currently spending $5,500 a month for a system that gives you 3 qualified appointments. The timing isn't right. I'm too busy holidays. I understand that you're busy. The beauty of the clinic growth engine is that it's designed to create time for you. If you wait, you'll still be spending 10 hours per week losing leads. Can we start the launch with system for 4,500? I appreciate you wanting to start with small. The launch system doesn't include the AI conversion. That means you still be losing. I'm more worried about the contract length. We require minimum 90-day commitment. I don't have the cash flow right now. I hear you. Cash flow is king. This is an expense. How much time will this actually take? Great question. Your time commit is minimal. We need 1 to 2 hours in the first week for the onboarding call. After that, your only job is to show up, okay? I can certainly send you more references. What if AI sounds robotic? That's a common fear with AI. The AI conversion is trained on your clinic's specific FAQs and tone. I'm not sure. I understand that's why our guarantee is simple. 25. Okay. Cool. We don't offer a refund because we're selling infrastructure, not selling a service. If we fail, we continue to invest our time and resources until you win. By the way, this is one of the other reasons why we like to sell systems and not necessarily services, is because even if you're not spending 20 hours a week in someone's business, you're giving them an infrastructure that executes on their behalf, whether you're there or not. It is supposed to improve their conversion rates and optimize everything in their business, right? Now, for this sales script, I would probably change it, to be honest, because I don't think it's necessarily that great. And the way that I would do it is I would go here to the thinking agent and I would find setting call pilot. So let's actually can you build the setting call script? Can you build for this offer? So this would be like kind of like the appointment setting script. This is more so aligned with the way that we kind of like structure our script when it comes to either dialing or actually like this is for the triage script. So that way you can kind of like have it a little bit more better. Here's the full script. I want to leverage. Please update the editor with it. I'll not update the full use case. I don't see it in the editor, please. Can you update it and add it to the editor now? If it doesn't work, let me know why. No, this is what I want to see in the editor. All right. I want to create content 10 seconds shorts, since I'll be using Sora model based on the angles above. Can you help me create the scripts and make sure you also create the prompt to create the highest quality content on Sora? Emotional visual content, the New World Future Clinic, ever fail? Okay, 10 shorts concepts. Okay, cinematic show of a med spa owner sitting calm, modern phones showing social media with 0 engagements, transition. I'm just gonna take this clinic growth engine. Hey, I'm going to give you 3 scripts. Please create the videos using Sora. So one of the things we want to do is we just want to make it easier for someone to be able to take just the scripts. So this is script 1, so that I don't have to prompt each one separately. I don't know if it's going to disappear if I do this. So I'm just going to move it here, and then I'm going to give it script 2. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys can see it. Script 2, script 3. So the way that it's going to work is that you should be able to just get this agent to create the blocks like here, the zero viral journey. Would you like me to add any text blocks with captions or create a group organized with these videos? Create a group. Well, the way that I'm marketing it to begin with, I'm literally going to use content myself. So I'll go back to here so you guys can see it. The way that I'm selling it is literally through content on its own.
Your system should still sell for you. That's what modern clinics are doing. While you sleep, your system should still.
Viral doesn't always mean valuable. Most clinics chase views instead of systems. The ones that win, they build for retention, not reach.
So hopefully these get views, maybe more over time. So I'm literally going to use content to sell it. What else are we missing? So I'm missing the, we have the booking thing. One thing, the thing that would be really cool is a ManyChat workflow. Since we're going to be doing content and having CTAs, I want to build a ManyChat version of it. So I'm just going to do it here. I'm going to show you guys. Are you posting regular on Instagram? I don't know about that. So I only need a comment CTA workflow that will be present on all the reels we post. Give me the keyword, the messages, and the link, etc. I don't need us to automate appointment setting on ManyChat. Capture interest from reels and send a curiosity-driven DM that educates. All right. Hey, saw your comment. Love that you're curious about the clinic growth engine. It's the same system top clinics use to go viral, build trust. Want me to send you a short 60-second breakdown to see how it works? All right. It will probably be a 5-minute breakdown of how it works and how they can even integrate it themselves. Before sharing it, you can let me know which is the most powerful way to get them to click and watch the asset. Send me the actual based on the best option. Keyword, viral, Instagram. So your comment that you're curious about viral growth, filming, or ads. You're in a good company that are doing it with a system most never get to see. Want me to send the insider breakdown? Yes, show me. So I can open ManyChat right now. I'm going to show you guys. Share this tab instead. All right. So I don't think this is structured perfectly for a comment automation on ManyChat because they only get to click one button at a time. Can you realign the flow and send it back? All right. Beautiful. Awesome. You're going to love this. Cool. So, nice. I'm just going to save this, to be honest. I'm just going to save this. Now, curious what stood out. For the third message, I just want it to be focused on gauging interest and if they'd want to implement it. Also, we want to follow up before we ask for interest. Update it and send it back. I'm just gonna copy paste this, guys, so that, and then just add it to Cook, Then we're just gonna add it to share this tab. So I'm gonna go to nurture. I don't know where I should add it. I'll probably add it to any chat flow. Hey, can you please add the this flow of ManyChat in the editor? Just update everything and save it in the editor. Thank you. All right, cool. And then, of course, guys, the way that you would kind of like build this automation, maybe I can kind of like quickly show you guys. If you log in, just maybe we can automate this part here. Connect your Instagram, connect with ManyChat. You can go here and kind of like duplicate. What you want to do is just go edit. I'm going to just push comment this here. So I'm copying this here, and then I'm going to ManyChat, and I'm going to just save this. I want to change the message to viral. Hey, appreciate your comment. Sounds like you're curious about without filming or ads. Want me to send it over? Then I'm going to just copy paste this here. Yes, send the breakdown. Awesome. You're going to love this. Clinic 5-minute shows you how clinics compound attention. Again, I would add here probably like the VSL link of the funnel, like the booking, the sales page. Oops, I guess I didn't share, so I didn't show you guys. But yeah, so this is kind of like how it would look like, and then you could kind of like change these flows here. You would also add the follow-up message. Hey, first name, just checking in. Did you get to watch the breakdown? Here's after saying, would you like to implement it? Yes, of course. I'm gonna add that part of the follow-up. Did you get a chance to watch the breakdown? I'm not gonna change this for the sake of. I mean, actually, I'm just gonna do it. Let's go. Check sent. Where is it? Watch here. It would be kind of a clinic growth engine breakdown. Access it here. Something like this. I'm not going to change these. These links can change. Cool. So, and then you can kind of like save, update. I'm not going to make it live. I'm just going to keep it as is right now. But essentially, for me, what I care about is, can I add this automation so that as I'm posting more content, anybody who
While you
comments
sleep,
essentially gets the asset. If you want to get access to try cook and cook here on your own, just join the link. I got distracted. Let me just do more content. All right, guys, we're getting some to output, which is cool. Generate with Sora.
Mornings like this make the chaos worth it. Booked solid. Can't ask for more.
All right, I guess this one was more so before the actual CTA angle. So I'm excited to see with the CTA to comment if it's going to be better. If you guys want to access it, join the next masterclass. I'm going to put the link here. You guys can check it out. You guys can visit this link and then you guys can get access to the offer and the app afterwards. Let's see. For the breakdown. What do you mean breakdown, bro? What you trying to get a bracken? Sorry, tripping. I don't like these scripts for these videos. I feel like the scripts aren't super aligned visually with the audience, and the CTA isn't super aligned. Can you help me script 5 more reels, 10 seconds, but that visually would resonate with the ICP? Let's see if these scripts are going to be much better. I think they will be. Let me see. I'm just going to keep cooking them. To be honest, I don't care. I'm going to create as many as I can. Right now, I'm just prompting them, but like if you want, you could just ask, do you have any content viral in MedSpa? So I could start with this 1.5 million views video and recreate it. Can you guys see this? I want to create something aligned with this, I'm targeting clinic owners. I want to help clinic owners leverage creating content like this to attract their ideal clients who want, what is she talking about? Who want skin treatments. Give me 5 high quality scripts and prompts based on the viral video from the creator, and I'm gonna recreate them using Sora and post them on the client's clinic theme page. Let's say if I was to sign a client, I would be like, okay, this girl got 1 million views because she's talking about skin treatments that she wouldn't get. She got a million views, so probably people, it's more like a professional opinion-based video where a medical esthetician. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna get that, and then if it gives me the scripts, I'm just gonna also create the prompts. Okay, now I want to create, I want better prompts for the visual side. I don't want the quality on Sora to be shit. So please make it as realistic, 4K cinematic as possible, and in a setting that would resonate with the ICP for the clinic. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I don't think we saw these, did we? I like her. I think one thing that would be really sick with this though is to maybe start creating memes. Actually, let me try something. What if we created memes? Make the prompts better visually, 4K, realistic, etc. Send them back. Let's see. I want to see if memes might be better because people accept AI memes more than actual videos because the goal is for it to be a meme and for it to be funny. So people don't care much if it's AI or not. I want to see what it would do. Generate with Sora, save changes, the meme, second meme. OpenAI must be cooking because They're not making any money on these videos. We have they're gonna burn their GPUs from all this content being created. It's insane. Okay, perfect. That's fun. All right. Okay, let's come back to it later. Anyway, just to summarize. So if we go back on Cook, so we have the offer. The landing page. I need to update the landing pages, to be honest. I need to update specifically this one. This thank you page is fine. Opt-in sequence. This I don't need. I can delete. Still ads we can make better for sure. Sales script. This I don't need. Kind of useless. The triage script. Cool. So we have the assets. Oh. So anyway, let's wrap it up. So we worked on the sales script, we worked on the triage script. I can work on more nurturing assets for sure. I'm gonna get the team to add this to GHL. VSL, sales script, and we're trying to validate the memes. Okay, so let's see. I like this one. She's cooked. Ah, this is funny. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna post a few. Add the automation on ManyChat, and we're gonna be good. I might connect the account right here so that I can just distribute them right away. So TBD on that. Before I wrap it up, are we good? Do we have any questions? All right, guys. See you guys in the next